Hello and welcome back to the harbour for the level 21 episode of the Battles of Brother Purple. We've struggled a little bit in this early epic time, but I think that's as much a symptom of the situation of the game as it is, anything else, because we got the tar beaten out of us in the Borderlands, remember, with the favoured soul last time around, and that turned into a decent run towards the cap, so I'm hoping the same can be true here. It's fair to say that you do notice a big difference in the spike damage that you take. I mean, our fortification is okay, but I'm kind of cheating on that by being in unyielding. I've reorganised the destinies because to have no heal was just not cutting it for us. So as we don't really have the points anyway to go and get some strike through in Fury at the moment, I've gone with unyielding for the moment. Fortification's nice. We don't really need energy resist because I've got some decent, apart from Sonic, got some decent resist on our gear, so that's not really an issue, but the lack of healing certainly was. The renewal is a really nice low cost top up thing in between battles, or even to throw on Reaper 1 in the heat of the battle. It's helping. It can't be quickened, unfortunately, as we don't have that meta magic, but it's still helping. So this is where we're at. I sacrificed some of the goodness from here. We don't have the epic strike at the moment, but we still do have plus 1W damage for being in the mantle, and the strike through and double strike. Those are in a pretty good place at the moment. Melee power 95, not terrible. Double strike almost 30, and the strike through is, what was it, about 150 I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, 150, so we're hitting every other shot, we're hitting 3 things if possible in front of us. I've reorganised the gear at 21 as best as I can. So we've incorporated a mysterious cloak to boost our healing amp very nicely. We're up to 165, which is not amazing, but still pretty good. So to make the most of our healing strike and also the renewal that we've got. Mysterious cloak, if you didn't know, comes from the mysterious remnant vendor in the Hall of Heroes, but can only be got on a champion hunter weekend, so save those remnants. They come in level 7, 14 and 21, and this one, as you can see, gives us a nice bonus to MRR, which has sent us to the cap. I think 55 is our cap for that. I don't know why we get an extra 5, but I'm not complaining. And the 45 stacking healing amp is just very good. I've put a diamond of wisdom because we had a cloak giving wisdom on here, acid resistance, and that's good to go. We have another couple of items. I've reintroduced the that's another nice salt marsh item, driftwood braces. We've got insightful whiz on there, which we are using. Devotion and healing law for the positive spell powers, a few more spell points so we can use our heals plentifully. A sapphire of resistance for saves, diamond of charisma there to help the UMD because we're still struggling to cast teleports and fire shield and the kind of stuff that I would normally cast without thinking on a caster. So yeah, that's doing its job as well. That will work too with the healing key finisher, which I don't use too often, to be honest, because it's from start to finish it would take me 16 seconds. Is that right? No, 18 seconds with cooldowns to hit this 3 times and then get that available. So it tends to be the renewal or the shadows without light that we use. The other really decent item I found for us at 21 is this one from the Borderlands, the Whispering Ring. And the first thing you should notice on there, Assassinate 11. That's just awesome for our build, as we've been using these bird attacks. So we're up to 73 now on there. And also the Quivering Palm instant kill works with Assassinate. So we have a very respectable DC now on that, if I can remember to use it. I did add as well this belt. One of you mentioned the belt slot was looking lackluster. This is just something I had lying around, and it's pretty good for our build. Double strike, parrying for saves bonus, insightful con, more hit points. Our hit points has gone up because we've taken the last remaining bits in Grim Barricade. This core is amazing. Don't go without that if you have the possibility to take it. And the last one I put in increasing the dodge cap, because we do have a really decent dodge chance here. So 31 to dodge, 38 max, and with a 9 we have in there will take us to the max and more. So that's good. Actually, I think we had 38 anyway. Oh, do you know, that's while in Reaper mode, isn't it? That's why I'm not seeing. So it'll be 39, and we'll be at 39 in Reaper mode. So that's nice. So there's not too much of this wasted anymore, is there? What did I add? I added in a sapphire of dodge into the epic crocodile tooth there, because we had dodge on the cloak, remember, and we lost that. So I've just done a bit of a rework to get this healing amp in, because I thought that was worth it. Glasses I changed because all the deadly and whatever else was on there was no longer giving us too much, if anything. So this is just something I had lying around. Insightful Seeker is nice, we didn't have that. And the Deadly and Seeker is an improvement on what we had before. So that's something worth having in the slot, I think. So all in all, not too bad. What have I got written down? Just generally, running with the bear, I do just fine. I manage to attract attention, and between us we kill the things before they can start unloading on me and causing trouble. The big problem is the red crowns, which, as one or more of you have mentioned before, they just go straight through your defences and really deal nasty damage. And I'm not in a position, apart from the healing hands, of which I've only got 2, I'm not in a position to heal that back quick enough. So that's an issue. We'll just have to learn to live with that. I definitely daren't go higher than Reaper 1. Even completing that at this time, I'm quite pleased with that. Some of you say you go into Reaper 4 in Epic. I did do that in the past with my main character, but this one, maybe the past lives for the physical and magical resistance and that kind of thing, maybe they make more difference than I'm giving it credit for. Or maybe I'm just not that great at playing the melee, so I'm making mistakes and taking more damage than I should. I've been through all the gear, haven't I? The feet we took at 21, we took the... can I show it? There we go, improved martial arts. So if we'd have been doing hand wraps, we'd have got +1 W. As it is with the quarterstaff, plus 0.5, so not terrible. So if we can hover over there now, you can see it's listed on there. Improved martial arts, key weapons. What else have I got listed? Reaper points I've already mentioned. Oh, I wish the game would not drop an end chest before the quest is actually finished, We had this once already, and I nearly exited the quest from the is it Thralls of the Fungus Lord or something in the cogs. It drops the chest before you complete. And also we found it again yesterday in the quest in the 12. Is it the kind of a big deal? The chest drops when the guy dies, but you still have to speak to Nimue to complete the quest. And I think both the bear and I found ourselves almost recalling. So I wish it wouldn't do that. Okay, moan over. So yes, we're definitely struggling a bit to kill targets. I'm having to remember to lead with the bird attacks, or maybe throw the instant kill in, and just and the bird AoE blind, especially against the red crowns. And when there's a big group of things, get the cauldron down. That's a huge help to us, both offensively and defensively. The problem comes when things are outside of the cauldron, and obviously I can't do ranged attacks of any substance. So I have to step out, and you'll remember when you step out of the cauldron the effect ends. So that's unfortunate. I'm going to try and show you today the Servants of the Overlord, as we are of that level, and it's part of a couple of the Evening Star sagas that I like to try and do. We've just run the Lords of Dust. I won't say we were crushing the opponents, we certainly weren't, but neither were they absolutely making mincemeat of us, so I guess that was something.
You have entered the nether realm of Kyber. A magical barrier built by the Sleep of Flame glows on the path ahead.
I guess it's more of a choice to be able to use this particular shield clickable with us wearing robes, because when you wear oh, knocked him down nicely. Let's see if we can instant kill this one. Yes, got her. Very nice. Oh, healing. See how our healing has improved. Okay. Now I have more key to splash around. I need to make more use of the quivering palm. See, outside of combat, our healing, our top-up heal is more than respectable. I need to remember to hit that before we go into a combat. Deadly Instinct would also help. Can we do anything about these? Press the wrong key. Okay. Not too bad. I don't know what to think about the Void Strike thing here. I'm not convinced it's amazing for us, but what else would we realistically? We need to get to 40 points in the tree. I could have put another point in Wisdom and just kept the Iron Fist thing and just left the Void Strike off. It's giving us a bit more force damage with the hit. Oh, and on Vorpal the enemy is erased, so there's always that chance, I suppose, if we keep chucking it in there. Now we're going to be tested, aren't we? Not quite now, but soon. That was pretty good. Now what do we do with all that? Do we dare to go in there and just trigger the cauldron? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the Hood of Unrest to good work. Get the renewal ticking. Hit the cauldron as soon as we get in there. And just hammer the buggers. Keep the renewal heal going. Come on, bird. Okay. I'd say that went pretty well. Just top up the health. Okay, now what do we do there? I think I'm going to try, and I could wait until the yeah, it's probably best to wait until the cauldron is off cooldown and then go and do the same. I'll use the abundant step and go and fly in there, I think. Get the deadly instinct back up. The bird, that big swinging bird attack blinds just about everything, so that's a pretty good one to get in there early if you can. And oh, hello. No, we didn't. I don't think we blinded him, did we? Were the bird attacks still on cooldown? Possibly. So we got away with one there.
The only way forward is down into Kyber's
And we said we were going to use the shrine, didn't we, to recover the Hood of Unrest. Let's do that.
A nice quiet moment for me
I
to
think
work
that
on
might come in
sorting
handy
your
at the end fight, might it? So saves in a pretty good place now. Better still when oh, they'll be better still when I put the right belt back on. Better still when we have the bear along with the holy aura. That's 4 on saves, I think, and in fact more because she casts prayer, I think, which is a luck bonus to saves. I could have tried to find a place for a luck sapphire of good luck or something, maybe a +2 level 21. But I think our saves are pretty decent anyway. At least for this level. Hit the cauldron. Hit the bird. Oh, Fear Reaper. Hit the renewal. I think we outlasted them. Is there anything else? No. Or as Brad Pitt would say in Troy, is there no one else?
This magic barrier is different. It is flanked by a pair of empty sockets.
Now can we get a fire shield?
Curiously well-worn path.
Maybe I can tempt them up here. I'm not really thinking to damage them because the fire they'll be immune to. I just want them to come here. Let's get stuck in with the blinding attack. Oh, massive lag there. I think they did get hit by the blind, did they? Maybe not. Okay. Unpoison. Get some healing done.
The passageway is eerily quiet.
Now, cauldron. Can't really see what I'm doing yet. And we took some beating there, didn't we? Yeah, the cauldron's on a 1 minute cooldown, so whenever there's a group like that or a tough old situation, I should be throwing it in. It's being underused at the moment. You've heard that one before. I was pleased to see the bear making good use of the implosion. If you saw that quest, the previous episode, since I failed singularly to get that to work nicely for us in the previous life. So yeah, I'd like to make more use of the cauldron and more use of the quivering palm. I'm going to cut myself some slack, because for anybody it takes some time to adjust to the new possibilities and when and how to use them. That quivering palm against nasty things, even against red crowns, although a lot of those have a death ward, don't they? It's just very satisfying to instantly delete something that's a big threat. I just wish it would work on Reapers. You can't have everything. Now, big bird attack should really help us here, I think. Waiting, 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 boom. And a copious helping of lag. Okay. Now, do we have some... Yes, I think we do. This might be a spot for a cauldron, might it? Oh, Reaper. 2 Reapers. I got the bird AoE in to try and blind them. I think I was successful. Went for the delete attack there, the quivering palm thing. Nice. Okay. I think there's another group down there, aren't there? Sorry about the dog barking. She's obviously seen somebody outside. Shot. Okay. Yeah, we're going from one extreme to the other, aren't we? We're drowning in ki now with solo, and when we were going with the bear, we were struggling for ki. If we stand here when they activate, we can hit the bird attack straight away, the AoE. I still think there's something a bit buggy about that it's hitting things quite far away that it really shouldn't be. See, we got both of them there, and this one I'm hammering now was definitely out of range. Keep trying and missing with the instant kill. We're going to try on this priestess. Yes, that was beautiful. Unnecessary but beautiful.
Entry into a massive cavern beyond.
Right, now what to do about these folk who appear on here? I think we're gonna speak and then immediately leap over to there and do the cauldron, perhaps, or the bird. We did it that quickly, the game couldn't pick up that they were all supposed to be blinded. Now we've got a Reaper coming. Let's use the monkish evasion to good effect until we're ready for him. Oh, ate us anyway. I thought he was blind, we're almost dead. Wait until we're unplagued and then we could try the healing hand. A renewal. Okay, let's get a cauldron going. Renewal again. Come on, game, we're out of combat now. Big heals. It's not going to do it, is it? Now there's a crown over there. The bird's just put him on the floor. I think we better go and get rid of that. The cauldron was almost finished anyway. Watching the cooldown on the cauldron because I'm going to want that back ASAP. Actually, I might save it for the end fight if we're not getting into too much trouble. We'll see. I'm taking some nasty damage from something. So remember to keep hitting the renewal. Oh, let's have the cauldron here. Was doing all that big damage. Maybe I should have tried to instant kill him. You come to me, I'm not moving. Wow, very nice. So yes, it does look like the bird attack causes helpless, and then any follow-up thing is doing big damage like it did there. How are we going to deal with that lot? Oh, there is a Reaper in there as well. Let's try to blind the Reaper. Still blinding the Reaper. It's not worked, so that's going to be a problem. And loads. Oh my god, this lag. What the hell? I think it was... Oh, this is just brokenly bad, isn't it? The Reaper was hitting me, but... let's try a healing hand. Okay, now we need a cauldron, don't we? Can I set up next to the lady? Come on, heal. Keep healing. Hood of Unrest. I'll run if I have to, but I don't really want to. Forgot to use the bird, I think, on them. Oh, come on. I'm gonna have to run. I think we're gonna die here. The bird does do some nice bleed damage if I can... Yeah, we got rid of her, that's something. But as a melee, we're just going to have to take the pain from this guy. Cauldron's back up. We can't survive, can we? No, we can't survive. Oh, man. We can evade but not survive. Even if I try and close with him to do the healing strike, he's killing me. Now if I was any kind of ranged, obviously I wouldn't have this prodigious speed, but I would be able to hurt him from distance. As it is, he can absolutely maul us. That was another mistake. I should have waited for the cauldron to come off cooldown. Run, run. No, not in the lava. Oh, we're gonna die. We're so gonna die. Oh, God, he's hammering us and we're not even giving anything back now. What do I do? Maybe I try as hard as we can to... I think one of you said, is he doing evil damage or something? And because I'm lawful good, I'm taking extra from it or something. I think one of you said I would run into trouble with that. I'm going to try as hard as I can to heal up as much as we can. And then by then the cauldron will be off cooldown. We'll close with him and try and see if we can do something. Right, you shit. Come here. Come on. Get the bird attacks in. Get some bleed going on him. Come on, kill him. Put him down. Yes! My God. And from that we deduce that the build is not ready, is it, for doing Reaper 1. It's just struggling horribly. But I just didn't want to let it go. He was really cheated there, the big guy. He should have killed us 10 times over. Okay. So we cheated horribly, but we'll take it. And yes, the more I play this life, the more it's opening my eyes to the problems faced by the melee, not least of which, as amply illustrated there, to give you damage you've got to take the damage, and we just don't have the defenses now that we're coming into epic. Our AC is okay, but certainly not end boss okay. And these, whilst not terrible I suppose for robes, we're getting found out now, aren't we? The MRR capped obviously, and he was hitting us with magical damage of some sort there. So yeah, it's a crying monk you've got at the end of this one. But actually, I should turn that around, shouldn't I? We were absolutely odds on to die there, and we made good use of our wings and speed that we have to try and the cauldron at the end to try and find a way to win. So I should be pleased with that side of it at least. You can't expect to go in and sledgehammer everything, can you? So yes, I need to remember with these end bosses, as well as just attacking once with the bird to remove the fortification, we have this bleed thing now, tear flesh, which goes on for up to 60 seconds and stacks up to 10 times, scaling with melee power. So I should totally be throwing all 3 of the bird attacks in there whenever they're off cooldown, when in situations like that, when we're wailing away on an end boss. Obviously I was thinking more of self-preservation there, but I'm thinking more of a situation like if I had the cleric type behind me healing me, so I didn't have to run away all the time. I could have just stood toe to toe and kept all these on cooldown all the time. I think we saw there as well that without just relying on the shadows without light was never going to cut it. So if you are part of a group and you have a healer in there, then yeah, absolutely fine. But if you're trying to survive on your own, I think you absolutely need a source of. I mean, this thing is excellent, and it's probably the reason we managed to survive in the end. Not probably, definitely. So yes, had to compromise a bit on the build as well. Maybe if we get stronger and start being able to take things down quicker, that's going to matter less. But I think at the moment we have no choice but to stay in Sentinel for that heal, especially while running alone. Okay, I'm totally not looking forward to the spinner, and I definitely won't be doing that on Reaper because she will make mincemeat of us. Unless we have, do we have immunity to energy drain on this build? I don't think it matters. I still think she'll hammer us anyway, but we'll see. No doubt I'll tell you the story in a future episode. Thanks very much as always for looking, and we will soldier on and see you in the next one. Take care.